So, good morning friends. This is the spectroscopy first vibrational spectra concept. Here infrared spectrum, simple harmonic oscillator model, energy levels of simple harmonic oscillator, selection rule, pure vibrational spectrum, intensity, determination of force constant, qualitative relation between force constant and bond energies, numerical on force constant. This part we have to consider. In this infrared spectroscopy part, we have to consider the concept, that is the fact that atoms in a molecule do not remain in fixed relative positions but vibrate about some mean position. We consider first the case of a diatomic molecule and the spectrum which arises if its only motion is vibration. Then we shall consider with the more practical case of a diatomic molecule undergoing vibration. Here, before this, we knew that the rotational spectroscopy concept is having how the elasticity of chemical bonds lead to anomalous results in the rotational spectra of rapidly rotating molecules, the bonds stretched under centrifugal forces. Now, in case of this vibrational spectroscopy, when we consider the phenomena part, in case of rotational spectroscopy, there was the rigid rotator model. Here we have to think about the simple harmonic oscillator model. So when we consider the simple harmonic oscillator model, so let us see the vibrating diatomic molecule. So in our syllabus part, we have to just think about the diatomic molecule overall for the spectroscopy topic. When we consider the diatomic molecule, when we consider the energy of a diatomic molecule, where when two atoms combine to form a stable covalent bond, here we have taken the HCl gas example. They may be said to do so because of some internal electronic rearrangement. This is not the place to discuss the detailed mechanism of chemical bond formation. We may simply look on the phenomena as a balancing of forces. On the one hand, there is a repulsion between the positively charged nuclei of both atoms and between the negative electron clouds. On the other, there is an attraction between the nucleus of one atom and the electrons of the other, and vice versa. The two atoms settle at a mean internuclear distance such that these forces are just balanced and the energy of the whole system is at a minimum. Attempt to squeeze the atoms more closely towards or together and the repulsive forces rises rapidly. Attempt to pull them further apart and we are resisted by the attractive force. In either case, an attempt to distort the bond requires an input of energy, and so we may plot energy against internuclear distance as in figure this 3.1. Here on x-axis internuclear distance is shown and on y-axis energy factor is shown represented by, and the diagram is parabolic curve of energy plotted against the extension or compression of a spring obeying Hooke's law. Here, when we attempt to squeeze the atoms more closely together and the repulsive forces rises rapidly, attempt to pull them further apart and we are resisted by the attractive force. In either case, an attempt to distort the bond requires an input of energy, and so we may plot energy against internuclear distance as in figure 3.1. At the minimum, the internuclear distance is referred to as the equilibrium distance REQ, or more simply as the bond length. The compression and extension of a bond may be likened to the behavior of a spring, and we may extend the analogy by assuming that the bond, like a spring, obeys Hooke's law. We may write this as F is equal to minus K into R minus R equilibrium, and it is labeled as equation number 3.1, where F is the restoring force, K the force constant, and the R the internuclear distance. In this case, the energy curve is parabolic and has the form E is equal to half K into R minus R equilibrium bracket square, and we have to label this as equation number 2. This model of a vibrating diatomic molecule, the so-called simple harmonic oscillator model, will only an approximation, forms an excellent starting point for the discussion of vibrational spectra. The important concept in the vibrational spectra is the simple harmonic oscillator. Here, as shown in figure 3.1, so this is the diagram of the energy against internuclear distance showing parabolic nature. Now, in this figure, the plot is energy according to equation number 3.2. The zero of curve and equation is found at R is equal to R equilibrium, and any energy in excess of this, for example E1, arises because of extension or compression of the bond. The figure shows that if one atom A is considered to be stationary on the R is equal to 0 axis, the other will oscillate before B dash and B double dash. If the energy is increased to E2, the oscillation will become more vigorous. That is to say, the degree of compression or extension will be greater, but the vibrational frequency will not change. An elastic bond, like a spring, has a certain vibration frequency dependent upon the mass of the system and the force constant, but independent of the amount of distortion. Classically, it is easy to show that the oscillation frequency is omega oscillation is equal to half pi under root of k upon mu hertz. Label it as equation number 3.3, where mu is the reduced mass of the system as from equation 2.9. To convert this frequency to wave numbers, the unit most usually employed in vibrational spectroscopy, we must divide by the velocity of light, c, expressed in centimeter per second, obtaining omega bar oscillation is equal to 1 by 2 pi c into under root of k into mu per centimeter. Label this as equation number 3.4. Vibrational energies, like all other molecular energies, are quantized, and the allowed vibrational energies for any particular system may be calculated from the Schrödinger equation. For the simple harmonic oscillator, these turn out to be EV is equal to V or V plus half H omega oscillation joules, where this V is equal to 0, 1, 2, etc. Label this as equation number 3.5, where V is called the vibrational quantum number. Converting to the spectroscopic unit per centimeter, we have EV is equal to EV upon HC is equal to V plus half per omega oscillation per centimeter. Label this as equation number 3.6, as the only energies allowed to a simple harmonic vibrator. Some of these are shown in figure 3.2. In particular, we should notice that the lowest vibrational energy obtained by putting V is equal to 0 in equation 3.5 or 3.6 is E0 is equal to half H omega oscillation joules. Omega oscillation is taken in hertz, or E0 is equal to half omega bar oscillation per centimeter. This omega bar oscillation in per centimeter. So this is labeled as equation number 3.7. The implication is that the diatomic molecule, and indeed any molecule, can never have zero vibrational energy. The atoms can never be completely at rest relative to each other. The quantity half h omega oscillation joules or half omega bar oscillation per centimeter is known as the 0 point energy. It depends only on the classical vibration frequency, and hence equation 3.3 or equation 3.4 on the strength of the chemical bond and the atomic masses. The prediction of 0 point energy is the basic difference between the wave mechanical and classical approaches to molecular vibrations. Classical mechanics could find no objection to a molecule possessing no vibrational energy, but wave mechanics insists that it must always vibrate to some extent. The latter conclusion has been amply borne out by experiment. Further use of the Schrödinger equation leads to the simple selection rule for the harmonic oscillator undergoing vibrational changes. Delta V is equal to plus or minus equal to 1. So this is equation number 3.8. To this we must of course add the condition that vibrational energy changes with only give rise to an observable spectrum if the vibration can interact with radiation, as discussed earlier. If the vibration involves a change in the dipole moment of the molecule, thus vibrational spectra will be observable only in heteronuclear diatomic molecules, since homonuclear molecules have no dipole moment. So applying the selection rule, we have the simplified equation as 3.9a. When we consider this, so it becomes omega bar oscillation per centimeter. For emission, EV to EV plus 1 gives omega bar oscillation per centimeter. So this is 3.9 B part. For absorption, whatever the initial value of V, such a simple result is also obvious from figure 3.2. Since the vibrational levels are equally spaced, transitions between any two neighboring states will give rise to the same energy change. Further, since the difference between energy levels expressed in per centimeter gives directly the wave number of the spectral lines absorbed or emitted, so this V bar spectroscopic will give E is equal to omega bar oscillation per centimeter. Thus again is obvious if one considers the mechanism of absorption or emission in classical terms. In absorption, for instance, the vibrating molecule will absorb energy only from radiation with which it can coherently interact, and thus this must be radiation of its own oscillation frequency. So in vibrational spectra of diatomic molecules, or we call it as infrared spectrum, vibrational energy levels of a simple harmonic oscillator. A simple harmonic oscillator is the one in which the restoring force is proportional to the displacement in accordance with Hooke's law. Here the diagram is shown and the arrows are shown in case of diatomic molecule, where these arrows shows the attractive force as well as a repulsive force between two atoms. Here the vibratory motion of a diatomic molecule is shown as like a spring part. Here this is the repulsive and attractive forces shown here, and another diagram showing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the various energy levels or vibrational energy levels of a harmonic oscillator is shown here. So this is the 0 point energy at energy level is equal to 0. Here at absolute 0, when all translational and rotational motion ceases in a crystal, the residual energy of vibrational or vibration E0 still remains. That is, the vibrational motion still exists. When we consider the selection rule for vibrational transitions in a simple harmonic oscillator, the selection rule for a molecule or molecular vibration is that the electric dipole moment must change when the atoms are displaced. Here note that the molecule need not have a permanent dipole. Based on this, the specific selection rule for vibrational transitions is delta V is equal to plus or minus equal to 1. That is, change in vibrational quantum number should be unity. Transitions for which delta V is equal to plus 1 corresponds to absorption, and those with delta V is equal to minus 1 corresponds to emission. Here another vibrational spectrum for simple harmonic oscillator equation represented from a different source. Now when we consider the types of molecules showing vibrational spectra, the selection rule for the diatomic molecule to give a vibrational spectrum is that the dipole moment of the molecule must change when the atoms are displaced due to vibration. The condition required is only the change in dipole moment, and the molecule need not have a permanent dipole moment. For example, in case of homonuclear diatomic molecule like H2, O2, N2, etc., which have only stretching motion, vibrations, and no bending motion or vibrations, the dipole moment does not change during vibration. Hence, these molecules do not give vibrational spectra. That is, they are said to be infrared inactive. On the other hand, heteronuclear diatomic molecule like HCl, CO, NO, etc., and polyatomic molecules like CO2, H2O, CH4, C2H4, etc., which show change in dipole moment in some mode of vibration, give vibrational spectra and are said to be infrared active. When we consider the harmonicity of the model, when we consider anharmonicity, then the diagram is shown here. One is showing harmonicity and another is showing anharmonicity, means which does not follow the parabolic nature of the diagram. Now let us see the now let us see the rotational, vibrational and electronic energies of molecules. When we consider the energy factor, we have seen the energy concept, that is rotational, vibrational, electronic energy in case of Born Oppenheimer approximation. When we think about the rotational energy, it involves the rotation of molecules or of parts of molecules about the center of gravity as shown in this figure. When we consider axis of rotation, this diatomic molecular rotation is shown by the arrows moving to and far. When we consider the vibrational energy, it is associated with stretching, contracting, or bending of covalent bonds in molecules. The bonds behave as spirals made of wire, as shown in this figure 21.4. Vibrations within molecule. When we consider diatomic molecule, here stretching is shown in first figure. Then when it releases the stretching part, it comes towards, when it comes towards original position, then contracting position happens, and here in the third figure it is shown as like bending. Here, due to this, in case of vibrational energy or in case of vibrational spectra, this phenomena we have to think about the understanding for simple harmonic oscillator model. So let us see, in case of vibrational spectroscopy, we have to think about simple harmonic oscillator model, then diagram, then Hooke's law, then parabolic nature, then the description part, selection rule, harmonicity, and harmonicity. So in the next part we will see the remaining concept of this vibrational spectra.